When I told you Rocket was done, I told you that was done. You ain't listened to me in my previous video. Without KD, I'm telling y'all, they still got the splash, bro. Without KD on the floor, Steph is Steph Curry. What do y'all not understanding? When you got a dominant player like a la Kobe and Shaq, Shaq was dominated. It's the obvious matchup, so you're going to defer to him naturally. It's going to have an effect on your game. You're not going to be, you're going to lose confidence, all right? Because you sitting around, basketball is about rhythm. When you're not in rhythm, it fucks up your game naturally. It's just what it is. Basketball is a rhythm game. It's about feel. Like when you're shooting your shots. Everybody when you shoot, and they say he was struggling, he not in rhythm. You can feel it. You can feel it when you're shooting the ball. When you leave your fingertips, you can feel it going in or not. All right. Sometimes when you shoot it and you shoot a shot like, damn, I'm gonna break it the next time. That one felt good. The next one gonna go in. That's what shooters, they keep on shooting. Steph never got in rhythm because he's watching the greatest basketball scorer in the league today, and KD do his thing, and he got to play second fielder. Klay got to play third fielder. Draymond got to play fourth fielder. That's what happened. Man, what can I say about the Rockets, man? Woo! They got a big game from Chris Paul, but it ain't mean nothing. They say he had 27, 11, 18 from the field. That shit ain't mean nothing. That ain't mean nothing, all right? That shit, I mean, listen, empty numbers. I'm telling y'all, James Harden had 35. Numbers mean nothing when you lose. You gotta close the deal. Steph Curry proved that he's still better than James Harden. I've been saying this for years. Steph Curry been eliminating the Rockets. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson have been eliminating the Rockets since 2014. When James had Dwight Howard on his team. Now he got Chris Paul on his team. And he still can't beat Steph Curry. But you gotta stop putting this man on the pedestal. And I think, hey, go ahead and do your thing, boy. Go on and run out here. Listen, hey, he a hooper too. Hoopers, no, listen. I'm telling you. James Harden just don't got it, man. Some players are made for the regular season, some people made for the playoff. When you get him, like you can tell, he missed 5 free throws tonight. James Harden's an 87% free throw shoot. He missed 5 free throws. You tell a nerd, he missed 2 early. I'm like, the nerves get to him. He nervous, man. Everybody nervous. It's tight. The game was tight. Steph Curry, PJ Tucker, the Eric Gardens hit all them threes in the early games. What it was at today. Pressure on them. They couldn't deliver. All right, they couldn't deliver. Now they stuck with a 34-year-old Chris Paul going into next year, making $35 million a year. Think about that. Listen, man. If KD want to leave, he can leave. But they gonna win the championship without KD because he that special 7-footer you can go to when you're in trouble. That's what Golden State got to go to. They got to just go to KD when they want to slow the game down, and get them post up and get free throw line, and when shit ain't working, when they miss a shot, that's when they go. You can't let KD control your offense. When you got a dynamic player and Steph Curry on your team. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work when you got a dynamic ball handler. And Steph, you seen the shot he made over PJ Tucker when they went up 5 with 130. Like it was over with. When he dribble dance on like Kyrie like he used to do. He step back, hit a 3 and a 6'5" tough defender face. It's over with. It's over with. And then beautiful basketball when they passed the ball and Klay got him. Klay hit 7 threes tonight. Reminiscing of what he did Game 6 against OKC. But instead he had Steph Curry go for 31 points in the second half. 31 points in the second half. Unbelievable. Dude was in foul trouble. He showed up big. We be killing narratives about Steph Curry is not clutch. And he, what you think, like what they do, they made a 2-man game. Steph and Draymond. He's talking right now. Steph has 16 points in the last 6 minutes, all right? The Rockets had 16 points in the last. So Steph Curry matched the Rockets scoring by himself in the last 6 minutes of that game. It was an unbelievable performance from Steph. I mean, that's the Steph Curry I remember watching, and I was like, KD going to rally. Oh, they finna be there about it. Then I was like, man, it's gonna take away from Steph's shine. Steph was blossoming coming to one of these all-time great top 10 player, and his game had to defer to a player like KD, and he never grew. He never got into the mid-range game. He never worked fully on his game. He took a step back when KD came back. And now, when they say KD is going to leave and go somewhere, I think it's going to be the greatest thing in the NBA if he do leave. Lock up Klay Thompson. Man, and what if Kawhi? What if you can get a Kawhi Leonard, or you can get a Jimmy Butler to replace a KD? I think a Jimmy Butler to replace a KD with the Golden State Warriors, do a tandem, they can keep Klay too. it still be a great team. They still be competing for championships because Steph Curry is that great. And like I said, man, I've been the best player on my teams, playing Little League, from Pop 1 football to elementary basketball to middle school basketball to high school basketball. I was always the best player on my team until 8th grade, and I'm playing with a guy, man. He great handles, real athletic, and I was a great player. I would play the 2 guard, he played the point, and I had to defer to him. And I was never, I never was ever as great at that team. We never won at the level we should have won at, and we wasn't as good as we should have been because him having the ball, I can't have the ball. I gotta have the ball to get in rhythm. Steph can shoot the ball great. He's a great shooter. So you still had to have that rhythm because it's just a rhythm sport. You can't say he's a great shooter, one of the great shooters, and you expect him to shoot instead of no. He had to have the ball. And I remember, man, I know I was great. I know I was good as shit, and I was a better defender. And when it come down to new shot, I was taking that shot, but it was hard for me getting rhythms playing with another guy that was really good and he was just prolific ball handler and way better ball handler than I was. I defer all day long when it come to handling the ball to him. I mean, he was incredible with it. And every time I got a chance to play him down at the park or in practice, I try to get the best of him. And my teams usually win. But man, nonetheless, the Rockets. I don't think James Harden ever won the championship. Been the best player on his team. They should have went after LeBron James 2 summers ago. Should have courted him. All right, I think James Harden, man, in pressure times, he just don't have it. He's just not that player that he's a great superstar. He's a superstar talent. It's just that he streaks, man. And stops. We gotta stop with that notion, man. Giving these MVPs away in the regular season and put these dudes somebody better than this player, better than that player. Stop the bullshit. Steph Curry still is better than James Harden. That 3-point shot that Steph Curry is still the great equalizer. James Harden, I said in my video, James Harden shoot more threes than Steph, and Steph the best shooter ever. Y'all guys gotta quit with that bullshit, all right? For media fans, you seen how Golden State won this game, man, by playing defense. Klay Thompson, a big dog. Andre Iguodala made 5 threes tonight. 5 threes. They would dare him to make shots. You can't dare. Man, Andre Iguodala hit a 3 on my Lakers, man. Back in 09, 010, 08, 09, one of them years against Kobe, a game-winning 3, dribbling the ball. People forget Andre Iguodala was nice before he was nice. He had to sacrifice his game when he first came to join the Golden State Warriors. He was a man. Once upon a time, he was 20-point scorer in the league, all-star. I mean, when he played with Drew Holiday. They lost to Miami in a series. And then when he was with Lou Williams out there in Philly, he really was on his game. He really was in his back because he can handle the ball. He athletic. He can finish at the rim. He can pull up and shoot jump shots. He just never worked on his game so much where he could have been a superstar player. But he was an all-star player. He had to sacrifice his game. And man, it just goes to show you, like, a guy like, I go take back even Michael Jordan with Ron Harper. When Ron Harper was averaging 20 points a game his first 6 years in his career, then he get to Michael Jordan winning championship with him, and he averages 6 points. How you go from 20 to average 6 points? Ron Harper was a 20-point scorer. He go play with Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan was a dominant scorer. He demanded the ball. He demanded taking 23 shots a night. Same thing with Shaq. Shaq demanded the ball with Kobe. Kobe had to defer and had to sit back. Like, Shaq was the most dominant player for a stretch, man, because he's so big and girt and 7'2", man. I mean, he got to match up every time down the floor. So why not go to him? That's why he won 3 MVPs. That's why that was so incredible, because he had the 2 best players in the league, in Kobe and Shaq. And with Steph and KD, you got 2 great perimeter players. Even though it works great because they all can shoot the basketball, Steph is never going to get back to that full potential with KD on the floor. It's just impossible. You see it tonight, and you're going to see it in the next round before KD get back, that Steph is going to be great. You're going to see Steph, if KD leave, get back to MVP form, and they're going to be great. Bottom line, I mean, Mike D'Antoni style don't work. If you want to win championship, you got to figure out to get him out. Get him out as a head coach. It's a great regular season run. You proved that with Steve Nash and them. All right? James Harden, Steve Nash 2.0. With that coach, you're not going to win, man. That analytic, I'm glad they lost. That analytic shit would not work. It's not working. Nick Wright, all these idiots, Mike Kevin on ESPN, analytics does not work. Basketball is a number sport, all right? basketball ain't about just a number. You can't make basketball players and how people feel and tune into numbers. We can't go making nerds the lead of our culture. That's another thing. We gotta take off our basketball, our sports culture. We ain't feeling like these idiots and these dudes went to school and worry about numbers and tell us how we should feel about our great players. No, I'm not letting that happen no more. All right, I'm not gonna let that happen. Football season come around, I'm gonna be on this shit again. We're not letting it happen because the thing is, basketball players are players. It's about rhythm. It's about feel for the game. It's about movement. You can't rely on analytics and numbers. I'm glad he's rocking out because the analytics and the style of play is terrible. It's terrible to watch. They worry about shooting. They worry about shooting number 3s and 2s. James Harden is an incredible player. He can be way more incredible if Mike D'Antoni was his coach. I said it. Yes, he'll be way more incredible as a complete basketball player. He can get to the mid-range. He can post up, learn how to post up. I think that's what he's going to do this summer, learn how to post up. He's going to dribble. He can get to the free throw line. He still can do that. He just ain't got to step back and shoot 3s all alone. He can use every inch of the floor in the court just to score. He has to do that. He can do that. He is great. He will do that. He can do that. It's so sad that he spent 10, 11 years and he's going to be approaching 30. He never got his post game because he's playing with a coach and a general manager that allowed them to just shoot 3s and 2s and don't use the whole length of the court. Golden State, you should Golden State still won this game because they able to do that. Man, that's why I'm glad they lost. I can't believe they trying to make basketball players and turn into numbers. These analytics guys. Well, if you shoot this many 3s, you shoot that. No, basketball is not that, man. Basketball, we can play at the court, and we don't care about numbers, man. It's not about numbers. That shit is whack. I'm glad they lost. Steph a bad boy. Mama, when he hit that 3 on pay, like, mama, they go to man. I seen Klay them 7 3s. Oh, yeah, they was ready. Iggy stepped up big time. Like, subscribe, man. Like, subscribe. I'm out.